We're live. Hello. We just wait for people to jump on and
start chatting and give us something to talk about.
Asking questions.
What, one person?
The angle's so funky. I don't know what to do. Is that better if we angle it down a little? I don't know if I can. Get us both in the frame. All right. The lighting is so bad. I wonder what it would look like if we shut that light off.
Okay, Marlon's chilling over there.
Yeah. There's Jason. Hi, Jason. How are you?
Page Turner.
Yes. Yep. Always have the page turn in there for you, Jason. No, thanks for the heart. This is the awkward part of the live. Not sure what to say. Wait for everybody to come in and then we'll start chatting. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Where are you from, Cynthia?
Somewhere.
Georgia. Cynthia's from Georgia. All right, guys. So I will let you know I have the live set up on my laptop, but I wear glasses and I'm at that awkward position where I can't see with my glasses on and I can't see with my glasses off the messages. So I'm either going to be leaning in far to read the message or I'm going to try to read them on my phone. So, hi Esther, how are you? Where are you from, Esther? Visiting from? Sound of silence. Texas. Oh, nice. Nice. How's the weather in Texas? Is it still really hot? All right. Luft. Door dashing is never my first choice for income, but your videos make it more enjoyable when I do have to do it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it can be a tough gig, and DoorDash is the app that I primarily use as my primary source of income. So I do have to start trying to multi-app to see how that works out for me. But my default app is definitely DoorDash. But thank you for that. I'm glad it's making it more enjoyable for you. It's still warm, Esther says. Yeah, it's starting. We're in New England. We're in Rhode Island, so it's that time of year where it cools off overnight. So in the morning when you get up, it's chilly, and then by afternoon, you're like sweating your rear end off. Keep grinding says hi there. Love your videos. Thank you. I'm trying my best to keep them entertaining. Yeah, usually it's pretty quiet inside the car. How has your son been, Dawn? Jason, my sons, but I have two sons. They're both doing really well. Both doing really well. Yeah, but the weather here is that crazy in between cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, cooler at night. But it's nice because we're sleeping with the windows open now, so it's nice to have that nice little cool breeze coming in. Got 9 people, 12 people, just bounced to 12. Hello. I don't know. I scheduled this live. I wanted to do it this week because we're going to Maine this weekend, and I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be next week. I'll probably be really busy editing because I'll be a little bit behind from taking a couple days off for vacation. So I wanted to do it tonight, and I have no idea if I am like stepping on somebody else's schedule for lives. I know there's a lot of us out here, and there's only so many time slots. So I'm sure I'm in conflict with someone, but that's okay. Keep grinding. I'm in Florida, still hot here. We may get a hurricane next week. Oh, well, wishing you the best of luck with that. That's no joke there, those storms in Florida. Jason, 2,000 subscribers. Party. I don't know if it's woo! That's about as exciting as I get, but it is very exciting. Having 2,000 subscribers is at this point only 5 months into having my channel is just, it baffles my mind how it's grown so fast. Hi Susan from Colorado. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, so 2,000, it's just it's crazy. And my videos too are reaching all across the globe. I get comments on my videos from, I got one the other day from Denmark, and that just blows my mind. TYTPBC says congratulations on all of your growth. Thank you very much. Angie H says, hi Dawn, congrats on 2K. I enjoy watching your vlogs in Southern California. Awesome. Thank you. Sherry M says, congratulations, Dawn. Hi from Savannah. Savannah, Georgia. I went to Savannah. I was in the Air National Guard. I went down to Savannah for a few military trainings. Been a long time. That was a long time ago. I think that was back in 2005. Rideshare Lisa, hi. How are you tonight? Congratulations on getting 2K, she says. Hi, Nina. The Flanidian Nina's in the house. Thank you. 21 people in here now. Yeah, so yeah, guys, so I've been pretty busy. It's a lot of juggling to do my regular dashing schedule, and then the downtime that I used to have, I used to spend watching other gig tubers. And since I started my channel, now I'm working on editing, so I'm behind on watching everybody. So I try to jump into the other channels and watch videos and stuff. But I do want to say tomorrow there is a fundraiser for 3 stacks, and a whole bunch of people are going to be dashing between 8:30 Central and 12:30 Central, which my time is 8:30 to 11:30. I think is the fundraiser, and so 9:30 to, I forget. Anyways, I just know I need to be logged in by 9:30. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So everything that I make during that block of time, I'm going to be donating, as well as a whole bunch of other gig tubers are going to be donating their earnings to 3stacks, to help cover the expenses from the loss of his mother. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. And there's going to be a live stream on the Dashing Mavericks channel if you want to tune into that and see how everybody's doing with their status on that. Yeah, that is awesome, Jason. Let's see. Mina, mom is not feeling well tonight, so she's already sleeping in bed. Oh, there's Wayne. Hi, Wayne. Thank you so much for the extra gift. Thank you. A penny for each of the first 2,000. Thank you. Eastern. Yeah, it's 8. I think it's 8:30 Central, which would be 9:30 Eastern. Lisa's participating as well. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to do that, to participate in that event. It's I've been in situations before where people have donated to me, so when I can, I like to try to give back and help out when I can. Rideshare Lisa says she's got 4 catering orders she's donating. That's awesome. Thank you, Wayne. We'll let her know. The AVG car guy says, hi, Dawn. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. There's Drew, Dashing Maverick. I have it set to end at 12 in the app just to give everyone time to input their numbers after 11:30. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how that all works with like going live on the panel. I only have one device, so I don't know how that works. I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna input my numbers in the Gig Wars app, and I'm going to be making a video too. So whatever, I'll be filming and creating a video for that as well. That way, on the replays, if anybody wants to donate, I'll have like his information in the description box. The AVG car guy says, how's your beautiful Mitsubishi? My beautiful Mitsubishi is amazing. I've had it for about 18 months. I am going to do like a review, an 18-month review, because I did buy the car new, and I just want to go over the numbers, like how much I put in oil changes and things of that nature. But I'm gonna do a whole video on that soon. Let's see. All right, Rideshare Lisa is asking Drew. She's confirming the time, 8:30 to 12. As far as I know, it's 8:30 Central Time, which would be 9:30 Eastern Time. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to hang out into the chat and stuff. You know, it probably won't be too busy, so I'll have time in between orders, so I should be able to try to do multiple things at once. Central Time. All right. Looking forward to AVG. Keep grinding. Dawn, how much do you think you spend on gas per month? Well, I'll tell you how much I spend on gas per month, because I have a spreadsheet that I use to track everything. Let's see, I just put 2050 in this afternoon. Let me plug this in here. So I've got, I don't know if you can see that. I have a spreadsheet, and I track all of my expenses on the spreadsheet. So right now, whatever that says, oh, that's I set it for $250 a month for a budget, but so far this month I've spent $93. If you can see it, I've spent $93 and change on fuel. And my business miles are $875, but I don't know what my total miles for the month are, because I have personal mileage in there too. This spreadsheet, the spreadsheet that I do on the end of my videos, I'm gonna do like a tutorial, because I'm trying to figure out how to share it. But what happens is when I send people the link, it's locked. Like they can't get into it to edit the numbers, and I can't just give like access to my Google Drive. So I have to figure out how to either put a link up there where you can access it so that you can enter your own numbers, or I'm just gonna do I am gonna do a tutorial and teach you how to build one if you want to build one. So so that I should hope to have out by next month, sometime within the next month. All right, let's see. Well, the comments are coming in. Let's see.
No, I can't even see them because I'm so far away.
I know.
My
I
eyes
gotta.
are so
You
bad.
might want to put your phone on so that you can read them on your phone. All right, I gotta go back.
No, because I can't. Because there's like a lag on us moving, and it's just really weird for me to like see that, like to try to watch like the video and then like.
Well, you just have to get really close.
Yeah.
So we tried so many. I tried to set up my phone on a tripod, and it's just the angle. And I was like, I'm just gonna do it on the
lives all day.
I have like 6 test lives that we did. All right, let's see. How many miles do I have on it now? Let me see. Let me make sure. Flinny. Oh, all right. Let me go back here. Nina says, and everyone can match our earnings and donate to his Cash App. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Nina. Ketavore driver. Hey. All right. Wayne asks, how many miles do you have on it now and how many from dashing? All right. So I do have that in a spreadsheet also because I'm a geek like that.
And it would be what, 99% dashing, because other than going to nannies and going to see the boy.
Actually, my numbers are 68%.
Maine.
Yep. All right. So my stats, I have, all right, let's see. So I have this spreadsheet. These are my year-to-date stats, and that pulls in from my monthly spreadsheet. So I track everything on a daily. Like I would say almost every penny that I spend. If I spend it, it goes on a line in the spreadsheet. So everything is tracked, and then I have it set up to pull from the monthly spreadsheet into a year-to-date spreadsheet. So everything automatically calculates. And let's see. I have a total of 41,305 miles. Actually, it's a little more because I have to enter in what I drove today. But year to date, I started in January at 24,830, and I got 41,305 on it. So my year to date miles for 2024 is 16,475. My business miles is 11,071, which is 67%. So once I figure out what my percentage is for my business miles, that I can figure everything else out. I know how much gas was business. I know how much of the interest on my loan is deductible. My actual maintenance costs this year so far is year to date. Wait, total. Yeah, year to date, $552.49. I've had 3 oil changes, and I had to replace a tire because I had a screw in the sidewall, so it couldn't be plugged. So I had to buy a new tire, which I was really bummed about because I wanted to replace all 4 at once. But I'm gonna do a whole video on all of these expenses at some point. Okay, let's see. I'm probably really far behind now on the questions. Oh no, and I closed out of it. All right, here we go. I'm reading through, I'm catching up. Bear with me, guys. Okay, there was Wayne's question. Okay, Ketavore driver from Smyrna, Georgia. Bravada Mike says, congrats on 2K. Oh no, it just jumped. What happened? All right. Thank you, Drew. All right, Wayne, this question's for you, Kerry, or a comment. I'm not sure yet. Kerry, you should go out on a dash with Dawn once in a while, but I suppose you're out dashing at the same time.
Sometimes.
Usually we're all out dashing. It's mom and sis in one car and I'm in the other car. But yeah, we'll probably We're going to do a night dash. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go out dashing at night because I don't like to dash in the dark. But if I'm with somebody, it's not as bad because I have a second set of eyes. So we're probably going to do like a night dash, which the downside of that is the video quality is not that great, but we're going to do it anyways. Yes, Lisa, that's my spreadsheets are on Google Sheets, so I can access it from my device, or when I get home, I can do it on my laptop. Let's see, send a blank one. I have sent blank ones out. I did figure it out with a couple of people, but it took like I had to send it like 5 or 6 times before it got to the point where they could edit it. So I have to figure out how to do it so that so it's accessible to everybody, like at the same place, because I don't have the time to sit and try to send them out one at a time, if that makes sense. When it's just here or there, I can do it, but as my channel grows, like everybody's going to want it. So I have to figure out how to get it so you can click on the link and download it so you can enter in your information. But like I said, what's happening is people are downloading it and it's locked. Like they can't edit it. So I got to do some work on that. No, AVG car guy, I do not have 2 jobs. I just do the gig work. Jason says hi, Carrie.
Hello.
Souza. No, we didn't go to Maine yet. We're going this weekend. We're leaving Saturday morning. Living my dream. Hi, I'm new. You are so lucky to be in an area that's not flooded with drivers. You do a great job on your channel. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how many drivers. I mean, there's a lot of us out there. I see, I usually bump into 1 or 2 when I go to a merchant. It would be interesting to see. I mentioned it in a video, like to be able to see a map where, like, if you could see where all the dashes are and see where they're going. I think that would be the coolest thing, but we'll never see that. Hi, Chuck. Chuck says, way to go. Thank you for joining in, Chuck. Rideshare Lisa says, since I've been doing catering, I haven't been doing so many miles. Yeah, I want to sign up for the catering apps. They're not in my area yet. But I'm on the list to get notified for when they do come into the area. So hopefully I'll get a message when they expand. Wayne says, is your experiment with food only orders concluded? Think you want to go back to shopping orders again? It's not concluded because I want to do the weekend. So as for the lunch shift and during the day shift, I definitely think I'd have more money in my pocket with the shopping orders on, because even though I made the same amount on, the low end for my market, 17 and change, I drove more miles, which means I got to put more money aside for maintenance. So it was a matter of like 2%. The good thing is, though, that with the turning off the shop and delivers, you still get the grocery retail pickups where it's already bagged for you. So that was nice. But I am probably not this weekend, obviously, because I'm going to Maine, but next weekend I'm going to be doing the shop and deliver off for the dinner shifts for the weekend. And we'll see how that works out.
Just gonna weirdly sneak out of frame for a second.
She's weirdly sneaking out of the frame for a second. Wayne says the 1K celebration was only 2 months from 1 to 2 in that period. Yeah. So it grew to 1,000 really quick. And then in June, we had a couple of, we had the death of our friend, and then we went to vacation in Maine, and then we were sick. So June was not a productive month for me for getting videos out, and then it just took me a while to get back into the rhythm.
It's gonna slide back into frame.
Sliding back into frame. You know, and it's summer too, and we're out enjoying summer, so I didn't want to be stuck in the house, editing videos the entire summer. So we did enjoy our summer. So when September came, I was like, that's it, back to the grind.
Better.
What, summer? Of course, it can always be better. So there's always next year, though. We'll do something more fun next year. So September I hit it hard again with just staying focused on pushing out some videos. So my goal is to do at least 2 videos a week, hopefully 3, or like one every 3 to 4 days. That seems to be a good rhythm for me right now. Deborah says, "Hey Dawn." Deborah. So you go by all 3 names. That's awesome. Wayne says, "Kerry entering stage right."
Right.
Yeah. So we're we're considering, and we probably will. I just don't know when, and I don't know quite how we're gonna swing it. But we're gonna do a second channel for like, just our personal life. I kind of want to keep the door dashing separate from our personal stuff, but sprinkle in personal stuff in the DoorDash, but expand onto a more personal channel. So I do have a poll on my community tab for some suggested names. Did that light just? Oh, the wind's blowing it. For some suggested names for the channel, and so far in the running, it's Family Moments with Sherry, Dawn, and Kerry, which to all of us sounds really funny because it sounds so like Hallmarkish, and we're
so not Hallmark.
We're so not Hallmarkish. So we're gonna work on that and see what we can do. I think what we might do is this trip up to Maine might be kind of like the launch video into that new channel. So I will let everybody know, in a video and on my community tab when that launches. Wayne says, "It was fun to see your Nana in that one ride along video." Yeah, Nana's cool. She's really awesome. She's 97 and she's still kicking. We go out to eat and everybody's like, they can't believe she's 97. They're like, "I wouldn't have take you for more than 75." Which is weird because my mother's 72, but my mother doesn't look 72, and we just have good genes in the family. So, but yeah. All right, guys. So the chat's getting. I'm all caught up on the chat.
No one just came in.
Someone just came in. All right, unless yeah, 90. Yeah, 97. She's 97. She turned 97 September 1st. Crazy. Andrew D says, "Hi, Andrew. Where are you joining us from tonight, Andrew?" Let's see. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Connecticut. Oh, you're close.
Door.
Yep, right next door. Cool. Andrew, are you into like drift car racing? Oh, just curious. Weird question, but I'll tell you why in a second. Let's see if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. I think I got everybody. If I missed a comment or a question, just repost it.
72.
No, my Angie, my Nana, everybody says my Nana looks 75, which is weird because my mother is 72. My Nana is 97 and my mother's 72. And I'm 52 and she's 50. Wayne says we're supposedly under a tornado watch right now. Yeah. Wayne, where are you? You're in. I forget where Wayne is. Where's Wayne? Wayne, where are you? I forget where you're from. I think it's Dave said Dave's from Florida, and Dave's not here. Dave's not here.
Wisconsin.
Northwest Wisconsin. Oh yeah, tornadoes. Angie says, "Oh, LOL." Okay. Jason Richards, where is your tropical view out of the window? That's in the other room. My mom's not feeling good, so she's resting. So we're doing this in here with our fairy light background. So we get fairy lights tonight. But I'm probably gonna get some other like wall hangings and like swap them out so that when I do, because I have a space over here on my wall where I could also have that as a backdrop, but I want to, it's just a beige wall right now. What else? I think there was something else I wanted to touch on, and I don't remember what it was. Wayne asks, are you up in Maine for a week or more? Right now, we're still home. We're still in Rhode Island. We are going up to Maine on Saturday. And so far as it stands right now, we're staying until Tuesday morning. We're going to travel back on Tuesday unless we change our minds and stay up there longer, which is the beauty of the gig work. We can do that. We can change our plans on a whim. Change our plans on a whim. All right. I'm all caught up.
Toes cramping.
Yeah, definitely freedom. That's priceless. To me, that's priceless. I'd rather make $20 an hour, pay my own taxes, and for that flexibility, it's definitely worth it for me. Yep, ride share. Lisa says the same thing. Best part of gig work. It is. That yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I was watching Doordash. She put out a video a couple of weeks ago about why she doesn't why she wouldn't go back to a W-2. And I've been thinking about doing a video like that. And for me, it entails all of that, the freedom of flexibility, but it also has a lot to do with like my mental health. And that's deep. That's a deep conversation that I don't know if I'm ready to put out there yet, but eventually I will, because I know there's other people out there who have the same.
It can be something we touch on our other.
It could be something we touch on our other channel too. Yeah, we have mental health issues running our family, so we struggle with that on and off. So yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to put that video out there yet. I do talk about it though. So when I'm editing my videos, I have these clips that I'm like saving for another day. So I'm building a little arsenal of like just random clips that I don't think fit into a video, but we'll put out there in like a special cut scenes video or something.
I should get a video of you like laughing hysterically.
Yeah, as I sit here and edit my videos, sometimes I just like bust out laughing, and I can't stop. Actually, I crack myself up. I'm like, I can't believe I did that. And so the last video I had, I was pulling out of a delivery onto a main road, and the house across the street had their Halloween decorations up, but it was just which one was it, Jason?
Oh, I don't remember which one
It was one of the characters from either Halloween or Friday the 13th, and I said,
Jason
"Look,
Myers.
people are decorating for Halloween. Who's that? Jason Myers." And I just combined the two characters together, like, and I didn't even realize that I didn't say like I said mix the name until I was editing. So when I was editing, I bust out laughing because I know it wasn't Jason Myers. I know it's Michael Myers and Jason. What is it? Voorhees.
Yeah.
Voorhees. So but I was like, that's just me. That's the silly things that I do. So some of the silly things I cut out because I think they're just like that's stupid. Like, why would I put that in there? But it's also me, so I'll sprinkle that in as I go, as I get more comfortable. Susan Cunningham, I hear people talking about the instability of gig work. No idea how much you'll make in a day. Yet companies are continually laying off employees. I think we all have to pick our poison, so to speak. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, it works for some, it doesn't work for others. For me, gig work works. I'd rather have a slow day here and there and make 15 bucks an hour instead of the average 20 to 22 that I make. Um, just for the flexibility. But yeah, and pick our poison, so to speak. Absolutely. Wayne says, if you had to guess the place to pick up orders at the most. So where do I pick up orders the most? Well, when I have shop and deliver on, I do a lot of Shaw's and Stop and Shop orders, and that's probably I do mostly shop and delivers when I have that on. So if I had it off, I get a lot of McDonald's, like for food. McDonald's and Papa Gino's are probably two of the most popular.
I was gonna say Papa Gino's.
Oh, and Tracy's Cream and Sugar. Tracy's Cream and Sugar. Tracy's Cream and Sugar. They're independently owned. They're not like a franchise or a chain or anything. So we get requests to deliver from Tracy's here in Warren all the way to Fall River, all the way to Providence, and that's 12, 15 miles. And, then we get to drive 12 or 15 miles back. So a lot of those I end up declining because I have my little bubble in Bristol, Warren, Barrington that I like to stay in. So unless I'm just feeling adventurous and will venture out of my bubble, I usually decline those. But Tracy's is very, very, very popular. Andrew, I feel like per month I end up making roughly the same amount. Yeah, yep. At the end of the month, if you average it all out, it 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 averages out, and then you have the annual average. So for me right now, my annual average is about 25 hours a week. I work on average. Some weeks are way more, some weeks are way less. But on average, it's about 25 hours per week. And the average, when you divide that into what I've made total, comes out to be $19.80 per hour. I live on a very, very small budget, minimalistic. The best part of gig work is I'm not stuck in four walls anymore. Absolutely. Get to see so many beautiful sunsets. And if I got up early enough, I'd see a lot of beautiful sunrises too. Wayne says, Carrie, does your territory for orders match that of Dawn's?
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes. Yeah, we dash in the same area. There's Dave. There's Dave. Hi, Dave. There he is. All right. Ani Hanma. Sorry if I butchered that. Hello, your vids are awesome. Thank you so much. Wayne says, are the number of restaurants and stores utilizing DoorDash remaining the same, increasing or decreasing? I have to read that one again. Are the number of restaurants and stores utilizing DoorDash remaining the same, increasing, or decreasing? I'm trying to think if there's anyone who used the app. There's one restaurant in town called the Hometown Tavern that we used to pick up at, but that was like back in 2022 when I first started, where it was more towards, we're still in that COVID period. And they don't use the DoorDash app anymore. Or I haven't picked up there anyway, so I'm assuming they don't use it anymore. Other than that, I don't think anyone's dropped off in my area. As for adding on, there are some newer restaurants. Yeah, there's a pizza place that just started a couple weeks ago. That was in a video I picked up there.
Chipotle just
opened. We had a Plant City just recently open up in Barrington. There's the Moving Dough Pizza. I got my first order from them just a couple of months ago. But for the most part, it's pretty stable. Wayne and Dave, you guys are like, I think if you guys lived closer, I have a feeling you'd be really, really good friends. They're saying hi to each other. That's awesome. All right, what else? Wayne, thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. Dave says, of course. So we got 35 people still here in chat. All right, if you don't have a question for me, just start dropping hearts, like in the chat. Just put some hearts or send me some emojis. Let's see how many of you are participators.
There we go. Look at all the hearts.
Woo woo!
I watch a live. I actually watched it earlier. It's Live with Monoxide. It's just so cute. I just love him, and I just push the heart a lot. Yeah.
Andrew, I really dislike Chipotle orders. It's the only one within like 30 miles. So they make me go like 15 miles for $10 or something all the time. Oh, don't take those, Andrew. Because if you're driving 15 miles back, that's 30 miles for $10. That's 50 cents per mile. Yeah, don't take those. Set yourself a limit. Like set yourself a limit. I think in some markets they're testing out. And whose video was I watching that said this? I think it was the Brash Dasher. I think he said they're testing in markets, or it could have been Pedro. They're testing in some markets where you can choose a place that you don't want to pick up from, or maybe he was just saying, would it be nice if we were able to do that, or would you do that if you could do that? I would. Yeah, Andrew says, yeah, I definitely don't. All right, living my dream. I'm still here. We have like 10 to 15 dashers all in one tiny area. Yeah, that's a lot if you're in a small area. Hi, Keith. How are you? Andrew says, I would block Chipotle instantly. LOL. Living my dream. I made $5.50 from 9 a.m. to noon yesterday. Ouch. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Do you living my dream, do you just do DoorDash or do you multi-app at all? I know I don't multi-app in my area because Uber Eats, there's only a couple of merchants that are on, so it's not worth having the app on. Because when they do send me something, it's not worth taking. And the same with the Instacart. I have Instacart. I can turn that on and have it on for hours and get nothing, or get things that want me to drive. It says 6 miles, but it's 6 miles from the grocery store to the customer. but that's not including the 15 miles they want me to drive to get to the grocery store. So it's really not worth it. And I have Walmart Spark. I think I might do a video on Walmart Spark too. Or actually, I'm going to do a video on why I don't multi-app, and I will throw the apps on and then throw out like all of the orders I get, because I do get a lot of comments like you should be multi-apping. And I've explained it a couple times in videos, but I think I'm going to make its own video. That way, like when I say I don't multi-app, check out this video. But I'll show you why I don't multi-app. It's because is it your neck's killing you?
Yeah.
She's sitting all awkward. I don't multi-app just because there's not enough coming in from the other apps. Doordash is definitely the dominant app in my area, like in my bubble where I like to stay. Now, if I went into the heart of Fall River, or if I went to like Warwick, maybe, which is 30 minutes from me, yeah, I might do better multi-apping. But for staying in the bubble, which is like where I live, where I like to stay in, the multi-apping is not worth it for me. And if I have to drive 30 minutes, to make extra, I'm just, spending that time, gas, driving 30 to 40 minutes away to multi-app. So I just don't. Let's see. Wayne asked, does Kerry's car get the MPG your car gets? I remember you adjusted the wrap up, the one video, to a 20 MPG average. Yeah. My mother's.
I don't drive my car.
Yeah, they use my mother's car. My mother's car gets, what do you guys get? 28 miles to the gallon? I think they get like 28 miles to the gallon.
I don't know.
But yeah, I wanted to throw that in there, like changing the miles per gallon, just to show the difference of, what would you make if you have a lower vehicle, like if you're driving a truck or something, or a minivan or a big SUV. I have no idea what the mileage is on that. So I figured 20 was a good figure, because then you have a range in between 20 and 35. So you have a low end figure, a high end figure. I just thought that would be a good comparison. Living My Dream says, I clean my house on my own. I do Instacart also. Today was better. 9 to 5, $117 DoorDash, 29 on Instacart. I make 25 to 30 an hour cleaning houses. That's good money for cleaning houses, but it's also a lot of hard work. Yeah, and I've cleaned houses before, and that's just not something I want to do anymore. My body can't handle it. Ever since I had cancer, I went through my cancer treatments, chemotherapy, and everything. I really had to. I figured out what's valuable to me, and killing my body to make extra money. It's not like I am like as little stress as possible. So some would call it lazy. I call it low stress. Stephanie Terry, what is the strangest thing you've picked up and delivered? Laundry. I was dashing down in Daytona when I was down there for a season, and I got an offer to go pick up laundry at a laundromat, and it was going to a daycare center, so it was like towels and things of that nature, but it was like 6 of those big huge laundry bags, and I think I only got like $15, which is not bad. It only was going a couple of miles, but it was just that was the weirdest thing I ever got. That was a couple of years ago. When was that? About 2 years ago. Dave says, did you lock up mom the night? No, we didn't lock her up for the night. She's just not feeling good. So she's resting. Wayne says no Fall River. Yeah, I don't. I ended up in Fall River today, and let me tell you, the traffic was a nightmare. I was like, that was a mistake. Andrew, Instacart is annoying because you need to stay in the grocery store parking lot to get any orders, or the good ones at least. Yeah, that's what I noticed. Dashing Maverick says, if you're not dirty stacking, you're not living. I could not do that. I watch you guys do it in the videos, and I'm like, that's
people looking at us right
that.
now.
She just realized 41 people
I know,
are
like,
looking
oh
at
my God,
us.
I just saw that. I'm just standing here in the corner awkwardly.
Yeah, I watch you guys do it on the videos, and it gives me anxiety just watching you guys dirty stack. I could not do that. Isuza, I'm not a gig worker, but I find it amusing as heck how gig workers try to go to battle, so to speak, against the AI using DoorDash, Uber, and other apps. It's just hilarious. Yeah, you know what? It's a game. It's like people who like to go to the casino and gamble. That's what it is. It's like it's gambling. You're gambling. And that's what makes it fun and not boring. And but I'm not a gambler, so that's probably why I just do the DoorDash. Thank you for that. Dave says my last girlfriend was making 35 to 40 an hour cleaning houses. Yep, I bet she was. Wayne, my semi wouldn't be cost effective for gig work. Parking would also be a pain. Yeah, Wayne, what do you get? Like 7 miles to the gallon? What does a big rig get for mileage?
Oh yeah, not that much.
No, not that much at all. Thank you, Dave. I'll let her know you said that. Ketovore driver. I always do earn by time. I make more money that way. Yeah, probably if you're in a smaller market, that would make sense. It depends what time. I did a video on earn by time, and geez, I don't remember what my ending numbers were. I have to go back and look at the video, but that was one of my first videos, the first month that I posted videos. I did the earn by time. I drove a lot of miles. Angie says dirty stacking can be stressful. Living my dream, low stress. I love dashing, but it just isn't paying the bills anymore in our area, so I have to go back to cleaning, unfortunately. I delivered a sex toy, and they called me and said the box was empty. What? Oh my God. Could you imagine? I'm not sure where your is. That's funny. Dashing in Memphis, checking in from Memphis. Hello. Ketovore driver says in my market, earned by time is $16.50 per hour rate plus tips. So I usually make $20 to $25 plus dollars an hour. That's good. That's actually fantastic. Living my dream. I think they did it as a joke. I told them to call DoorDash. That's funny. Andrew says, yeah, oh my God. Wayne, about 7 to 9, depending if you're going downhill. Yep, that's about what I thought. 7 miles to the gallon. That's insane. All right, next question for you, Wayne. How many gallons goes into your fuel tank? Dave the Wave. I'm about to quit dashing and just do the rideshare apps. Yeah, if the rideshare is being, more lucrative for you.
Like Uber?
Yeah, Uber. I don't want anybody in my car. My car's just then you have to
clean
people
out there.
You have to clean it every day. I mean, not my car's clean, but there's clutter. There's clutter in my car. Not gonna lie. I store all my camping gear in my trunk. It's still in my trunk. I gotta clean out my closet for winter storage here.
That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be a project. I told my sister we're gonna take 2 days. I'm gonna take 2 days to mentally prepare. Well, I'm going to mentally prepare to take 2 days to clean out the closet. Now, in reality, cleaning out my walk-in closet to get everything out, figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to toss, whatever, it's probably only going to take me a half a day, but I need to plan for 2 days to do the closet project. And if I get done early, I get done early and I go out dashing. Dave says, but I'll still be a fan. Thank you, Dave. Key to Vor driver. I get over 13,000 deliveries. I make about 1,400 or more a week on earn by time. Those are really good numbers. Do you have a channel, Key to Vor driver, or are you just a watcher? That would be a good video to watch. MR, I did earn by time and my friend earned by offer, same time and hours, and we earn the same amount of trips. That's interesting. All right, Wayne says 500 gallons, 250 per side goes in a big rig. Thanks for that information, Wayne. Dave the Wave says, I get more offers with Uber, but better pay with Lyft. Okay. Hi, Sunny. Thank you. Dave says, I don't do the night shift. No, I wouldn't want to do the night shift either. Mad Dasher got platinum finally. Oh my goodness. He got platinum a while ago, didn't he?
Congratulations.
I've been jumping on his lives. The Mad Dasher.
Who were we watching earlier?
That was right. Daniel. My son's name is Daniel, so I'm like, Daniel. Angie H. Fall River is where the Lizzie Borden house is, right? Yes, Angie, that is correct. Wayne says, take a lot of deep breaths. Yes. Lots of deep breaths. Often, like every day.
Now? No.
No.
Right now?
Often, every day, Wayne. Oh, he dropped. Yeah, see, I haven't been keeping up on the videos. It's like, so my schedule, I dash. I get up in the morning. I have my coffee. I'll get a little bit of editing done. I'll go out, dash. I'll dash until till when it gets dark now. And then I come home and I eat something. And then I'll do some editing. So I get to bed about 11 o'clock. So I get in bed and that's when I start trying to catch up on my gig worker videos. And but I'm out within like 15, 20 minutes. And then, and then it's time to get up again. So yeah, like I said, the free time that I used to have, that I used to use to watch all the gig workers, I use now to edit my videos and create videos for other people to watch. So it's definitely something I'm still trying to balance, juggling. I'm getting there. I have a printed spreadsheet. This is how I track my days. I have this set up. It runs on a Doordash week, which is Monday through Sunday. And I put in all of my personal things that I want to do, like Wednesdays, cleaning and Nana Day. So Wednesdays, I put in the blocks. This is when we're gonna clean, and it's all estimated. It changes and stuff, but I have to plan it out on paper and look at it every day, because if I don't, then it's just way too much like white space out there for me to like just sit and do nothing. So I have to plan everything out like this so I can stay on track. And if I don't, I waste a lot of time doing nothing. So that forgot where I was going with that, but yeah. So I plan out everything that I want to do personally, like my vacations or any appointments or just whatever. And then I dash around that, and then I edit around that. So yeah, that's how I stay on track. Let's see, where am I?
It's so warm right now. I'm like,
Wayne
that food feels
says,
so
Wayne
good.
says, Wayne asks, what's your AR at right now? I think I'm at 75%. Got back up to 75%. Andrew says, my favorites to watch are you and Meaty Mama. Yeah, Meaty Mama's cool. She's going, I haven't been able to watch her videos either. I know she's home. She's home now because she's trying to deal with that situation with getting her son situated. So I don't. It's been about 2 weeks since I've watched to get an update with that. But yeah, she's one of my favorites, and um, she's actually like the creator. I think that kind of encouraged me. Not she didn't like personally encourage me, but like watching her videos, I was like, I can do it. I'm like, she's doing, look at her, she's doing this, she's creating videos. I'm like, I can do this, I could do that. So her and the other one that was motivating to me was Bren. He's actually local in Rhode Island, and Bren Grace. He's a if you don't know who is he lives in his car in Rhode Island, and he does gig work. So he's got some really good videos out there, and I just thought that was so cool that there was a Rhode Island dasher, and I was like, there aren't any other like Rhode Island dashers or dashers in my area. Um, so I was like, I'm gonna do a Rhode Island channel, and then the next closest one I think that has a channel is the Mad Dasher. He's within like an hour, but aside from that, I don't know. I don't know where the next closest, like, I don't know if there's anyone in Connecticut who has a channel. If there is, and you're here, post it. Oh, deep breaths when you're cleaning your closet. Yeah, gonna need deep breaths when I'm cleaning my closet. Gary says, congrats on reaching 2K. Thank you. Deb says, I love yours and his videos. You're the ones who keep me going. Thank you, Deb. Casey Snow, congratulations on 2,000 subs. Thank you so much. Dave says, and about to add a second channel. Yep, I talked about that, I think probably before you came in. We're going to figure out when and how that's going to work. I'm not quite sure how we're going to swing that, but I do know, well, I said we have to have like cameras on in the house all the time to catch those things, because my mom opened up a conversation this morning that would have been perfect to like publish.
We were picking on her hair though.
No. It was before that. It was before that. You were still sleeping, I think. It was when I first got up. We were talking about something, and I said, see, I was like, this is a conversation that we could put on there as a family moment that people would probably enjoy watching. But we didn't capture it because, you know, I'm not like, wait a minute, say that again. Let me get my phone. So we have to figure out how that's going to work. We might set up some cameras that are just always on, and then if we do something that's worth putting out there, then I can go in and pull the footage and put it out there. So we're still discussing the intricacies of that. Let's see. E. Souza says, do you believe that those driver levels are a motivational tool used by the apps to coax the drivers to take the low pay offers? Absolutely they are. But there's also perks that come with it. Like for me, for Doordash, the platinum level gives me the ability to just open my app and dash now and just go. Whereas if I don't have platinum, I have to schedule, which is fine when I want to stay local, but like I was under in silver status for a couple of weeks, the last couple of weeks. And but I was like, I'm going to Maine in a couple of weeks. I want to be able to dash in Maine, but I can't schedule Maine shifts while I'm in Rhode Island. So I had to get back up to platinum. so that when I go to Maine, if I want to dash, I can dash, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely, those levels are definitely a motivational tool. Jason says, I'm so proud of you for how far you have come, Dawn. Thank you, Jason. Again, some of you know I've said it before, but if you don't know, Jason Richards, I posted my video, my very first video, and I woke up in the morning to a comment from Jason. He was my first subscriber and the first ever person to comment on my video. So he has been with me from day one. And if you're watching closely, the page turns that I put in the videos, if you're watching really closely on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a little flash. That's just a little hello to Jason that I put in there for him. Let's see. MR, I want to start my own channel. I say do it. I say do it. Start your own channel. Do it. Christian, there's Christian. Hi, Christian. I was wondering if you were going to be here tonight. Christian, I bumped into a couple of weeks ago. I walked into McDonald's and there's this dude standing at the counter waiting for his, a DoorDash order. You can just tell who DoorDashers are. And I'm still walking up and he looks up and he goes, Dawn? And I was looking at him like, how do you know my name? And he's like, Christian. And as soon as he said his name, I knew who he was. So that was fun to have a conversation with a subscriber. Definitely fun. Let's see. Living My Dream says, there's a guy who lives in his car, dashes in Connecticut and Massachusetts. That is there another guy, or is that Bren you're thinking of? Bren dashes in like northern Rhode Island and Massachusetts. I don't know if he's been over. I don't remember if any of his videos has Connecticut's, but to be honest with you, there's probably a lot of people who are living in their cars who are gig workers. There's a lot of people who are doing that. But I don't know if a lot of people have channels. There was one girl that I was watching, but I don't remember her channel name. I haven't seen a video from her in a while. Dave the Wave gifted one DoorDash Days membership, and it was gifted to Angie H. Congratulations, Angie, and thank you, Dave. Living My Dream. I follow his channel. I live in Pennsylvania in a small valley. Let's see. Living My Dream. Only at 30%. I was wondering what would happen if I had declined so many orders that I got down below one of the tier levels. And, what would happen if I tanked my AR? What would it take to get back up into a tier level? But I'm so afraid that if I do that experiment, if I test that out, that I'm not even going to be able to get on the schedule. And I'll literally be sitting here waiting for the map to turn pink so I can go dash. And then I don't want to do that just yet. I don't have enough money in my savings account to take that financial hit for an experiment for a video. But maybe by spring I might be able to do something like that. Angie says, thank you to Dave. Living My Dream, worked 4 years, never was a top dasher. Cool. Yeah, I always strived for the top dasher. I always liked that Dash Now feature. That's the only reason, though. That's the only reason is for the Dash Now. Wayne says, you must a good fund now for your vehicle maintenance. Yes, I put aside money so in the Dasher Direct account, my DoorDash money goes into my Dasher Direct card. Then from my Dasher Direct card, I transfer over the portion that I'm saving for maintenance into there's a goal account. So I put my maintenance money in that goal account, and then I move money into the account that I pay my car payment out of, and the rest goes into my personal account. And then in my personal account, I take the tax money and put it in my savings account. And I have a system. I put everything all in its little place. And so yeah, I definitely, my car is still relatively new. It's got 40 plus thousand miles on it, just over 40,000. And so it's still relatively new, but I'm gonna need brakes probably in 20,000 miles. The last oil change I had, he said I was still at 50%, so it's still gonna be a while. And my tires are still looking good too. So, but both the brakes and the tires, those are probably gonna need to be done at the same time. So I've got money put away for that. Debbie says, I got my first contract. Oh no, my first contract violation. I was crying. I just delivered it and it required a picture. I took it. I'm disputing it. It was a hotel. Those damn hotel dwellers. I bet you it's not the first time they said they didn't get their food. Let's see. Dave says, you're welcome, Angie. I bought it, but YouTube picked you. Yeah, that's the thing with the memberships. If you gift memberships, YouTube picks who they go to. Yeah, Living My Dream says you got a contract violation from not taking a picture. That's not right. That's definitely not right. Tom Griffin, hey there, congrats. Thank you, Tom. Mixed says, hello, Days. Hello, Mixed. Living My Dream. It's Bren. Okay, it is Bren. Christian says, I still couldn't believe that we met, but it was amazing. It was pretty cool. Dave gifted 5 more Doordash Days memberships. All right, so let's see who got the gifts. Carol Woodward, Stormy, Jet Set X times Hideo 2, Wickless Pugs, and Kathy Bushrer. Congratulations to you all. Andrew says, OMG, I'm not sure why. My brain's not going back that far. Let's see. Keto Driver says, don't do right, Sherry. You get a bunch of drunk perverts. Yep. Andrew, I mostly sit in Browns. Oh, Dave says, YouTube picks who gifts. I wanted to try one first. He tried one first, and then he did 5 more. Thank you, Dave, so much. Living my dream. I wanted to live in a Dodge Caravan, convert it into a camper, and travel, but I can't trust DoorDash.
I want to live in a van.
Yeah, we thought about it a couple of years ago. I had a 4Runner, 1999 Toyota 4Runner that I was going to convert into to do car camping. We were going to start out car camping, but we were like gathering all the stuff, so just in case in this economy we didn't end up having any place to live, we were going to be car dwellers. And when we went down to Florida for the season, I attempted to drive my 4Runner, which I had work done on, and it still needed more work. But I was like, well, let me drive it to Florida and I'll finish doing what I need to do. And she broke down in Ashland, Virginia. And I had to.
It was so hot that day.
It was so hot.
The
AC wasn't running. I had what I had left of. We got rid of everything in our apartment because we had an opportunity to go down and live with my my godbrother down in Florida. So we got rid of everything in our apartment and we went down to Florida. So I had packed up the rest of whatever I owned in this Toyota 4Runner, and my sister and my cat. And halfway, we had just filled up the tank. Just filled up the tank of the 4Runner. It was like $48 or something like that. Get back on the highway. I come off the exit. I get like in the center lane, one of the 2 center lanes, and I'm going. And then all of a sudden it was like, It's not like a hard break, but something happened and we just kind of jolted forward a little bit, and then I lost power. And it ended up being there was a leak. I mean, the underneath of the Toyota was rusted. The engine it had 225,000 miles on it, and it probably would have lasted another 200,000. But the rust underneath, like everything was rusted. So it was what's the name of that thing? The thing that goes across the rear wheel and it's got that big like ball thing on it.
Tie rod?
Not the tie rod. The
axle?
Not the axle. It's the other thing that all the gears are in that turn. So whatever that thing is, that had a leak in it and the fluid, and that was going to be like $4,000 to replace. And I had the money to replace it, but I didn't have the money to stay in Ashland, Virginia, to wait 2 weeks for the part to come in to replace it. So I couldn't do both. So I had to abandon my 4Runner, and we rented another SUV, got Ubered to the airport to pick up the SUV, went back to the shop where I was going to give my 4Runner to, unpacked it, packed up the other SUV, then we just headed down to Florida. So that was a whole big long story. I just got off so on a tangent. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Living in a vehicle. Right. I don't currently have my own channel, but my son is in the process of showing me how to make my own channel because I'm not good with that. Yeah, so if you're thinking about starting a new channel, for me, I use the dash cam, which is nice because it's always on. So I don't have to worry about messing around with the GoPro. So I'm still able, I get the cabin footage, I get the street footage I get. So the only thing I don't get right now is like the inside of the merchant, and walking up to the door and getting that footage because I don't have a GoPro and it's just too much for me to try to do it while dashing and try to do my cell phone. But I am saving for a GoPro, so someday I will have one of those. But just take footage, just take any footage and practice editing it, because editing takes a long time. But once you learn how to do it, it's easy. And I use the Capcut, and I got the Capcut Pro. It's $7.99 a month. But it's really easy to use. So I just download my footage to my laptop, and then I import it into a project in Capcut. And if you're looking for a good tutorial for CapCut, go check out the Mad Dasher's channel. He's got a good tutorial in there on how to edit videos. But it takes a while. It's definitely time consuming. But you can start practicing editing any video. Like just sit there and walk around and take video and then put it on your laptop and then just start chopping it up and playing with it, so you can get used to where things are in the program, and just play around with it. That's how I did. I started in January. I started doing that in January, just editing just random videos that I was taking, and then by April I was ready to launch my channel. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Key Divorce says, but I do have TikTok videos under Doordash sucks. That's funny. Wickless Pugs, I just got a notification that I was just gifted a membership. Thank you so much. That was from Dave. Key Divorce Driver says, that's when I make the most money, is at night. I come out about 11 a.m. I go home at about 1:30. and come back out at 5:30 and work till 11:30. Yeah, I don't know. I dash until like sundown. So I don't know what it is. Like I know now that it's getting dark for winter time, like I know until about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But around 9 o'clock, the app comes on that it's busy. But I think that's just because a lot of the dashers went home because it's really not busy. But I am curious to know what I would do like from 8:30 to 11:30 at night, or even that 11:30 to 1:30 shift, like on the weekends after everybody goes out and they come home and they're hungry. But that's where the night dash is going to come in. We're going to experiment with that. Dave the Wave says, "You're welcome all. I'm glad Dawn clarified. I wasn't playing favorites." Nope, that's definitely that's YouTube, and I don't know why YouTube does that, but maybe that's why. Deb's talking to Living the Dream. Let's see, Andrew. I meant bronze, like bronze status. Bronze status. What's bronze status? There's gold. Oops, I pinned a message. I didn't mean to. Message unpinned. Okay. Keyboard driver. I also make good money on weekends because where I live, I have a lot of Hispanic neighbors that like to get drunk on the weekends. So I bring them beer and food, and they pay me like $20 each. Yep, that's awesome. Angie says, Dave, yes, it's completely random. Dave says, me too. I live in a van, but I have pets. Dave, you do? You live in a van? I didn't know that. Wayne says, have you recently had to submit a picture of your driver's license to Doordash? Bree out in Oregon was required to do that not long ago to help verify driver identity. Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, I was on my way out of my apartment, and usually what I do is when I walk out the door on my way down to my car, I turn my app on, and I'm like in the hallway walking down the stairs of my apartment building, and it's like verify your identity. So I had to do all that whole rigmarole. That was probably, I would say 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe. Oh, could have been a week ago. I don't know. Time all just blends in. Keyboard driver. Wouldn't enough room to ride everything, but I get $20 each time I go get them beer at the store. That's so cool. Isu's at Dawn. All 3 of you girls in a 4Runner? No. It was just going to be me and my 4Runner, and my mother was going to be in her vehicle.
And I was just floating around.
And she was kind of floating. She was either going to be in my vehicle or my
knew what I was going to do.
Who knows? Right now, we're all crammed into a 1-bedroom apartment. So my sister and I, this is our
dorm style bedrooms.
Dorm style. I'm sitting in the recliner. On each side of the recliner is our beds, and then we have a dresser and a little desk. And so it's definitely like a dorm room. But it's fun. It's fun. And then, so this is the bedroom, and then the living room is my mother's area. So it's mostly her room. We pop in and out of there, to watch TV or have coffee or whatever. But so we have separate spaces, and it's working for us. It's economical for us. So we're very, very lucky to have what we have. See, living my dream. Yep, I'm still getting one and converting it. Just waiting on my Subaru to go a little more. I just got rid of everything in my 3-bedroom house. My guest room, living room furniture. So, isn't it kind of refreshing to kind of purge all of the stuff? Like when we did it, when we moved to Florida, we nothing that we had was worth throwing in a moving truck and paying that expense to get it down to Florida. I said, for the amount of money that we're going to spend moving it to Florida, we can just buy new stuff. So we got rid of so much stuff that, that stuff that you throw inside the closets or in the drawers, cabinets that you forget about. It all went. It all went, and it was so refreshing not to have all of that stuff. And if you remember the George Carlin's skit stuff,
I love that skit, the George Carlin stuff. If you have not heard it, go listen to it. It is so funny.
Spot on.
So funny.
Spot on. Ketivore Driver. I like watching her, and I like watching Chuck from Dashing. Chuck's cool. I love Chuck. Trader. I watched Dashing Trader too. Wayne says differential. Yes, the differential. That's it. That's it. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry. Nope, Jason, not the transmission, the differential.
And I try not to read too far ahead, but I'll like answer questions like that I see way at the bottom. I'm just like, nah.
Living my dream. Plastic drawers and collecting stuff. I will at least camp and do mini trips. I swear, we love camping. We go camp, and I swear I want to do like a season in the campground, just to see what it would be like to live in a campground for a season.
I would like to get some property up in Maine. We could do like 3 seasons camping out.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely want to do
Eventually,
that.
I want to get a VW bus. That'd be fun.
Yeah, her dream is the VW bus, a 74, right?
Yeah,
74 VW bus.
I'll probably never get it. But
Don't never say never. Never say never. If you say I'll never get it, you'll never get it. But if you say I'm gonna get it someday, you'll get it someday. Let's see. Yep, the rear differential. That was it. That was it. No, I could have probably gotten money for the Forerunner, Andrew, but I didn't have the time to negotiate that, because every second every day I was spending for a hotel room. Our destination was Florida, so I was like, there's some lucky guy out there. I was told by the mechanic who I brought it to, that I couldn't get money because I didn't have the title on hand. So without the title, he said he couldn't even scrap it to pay me enough money to give me money, or I forget what the story was, but somebody got lucky with that, because I know somebody got their hands on it and did the work to it that needed to be done. And she's, because her engine was still good. It's just the parts that were rusting out that were needed to be replaced. So unfortunately, the rear diff blew before I could get it to Florida, because that's what I was going to fix when I got down to Florida. Oh, Jason says, oops, sorry, wrong chat. That's okay, Jason. All right, Wayne says, my 2005 Ford Focus had a rotted out rear suspension cradle, so now it's only a round town vehicle. Good to have, just a little around town vehicle. Dave's talking to living my dream. No van yet, Dave says. Okay. MR, I like what you do with the battery jackery. Yeah, so I got the jackery a couple of years ago when we were, watching all the van life videos. So I ended up, when I got my tax return, I bought a jackery. And let me tell you, I spent $700 on it, and I think I have the link to that in my last video, either 1 or 2 videos ago. I put the jackery link in there, but I spent $700 on it, and we use it for camping. I use it to plug my dash cam into my vehicle so that my camera's always on, so I can get that like getting out of the car and in the car footage. Otherwise, if I plug it into my car, when I shut the car off, the camera shuts off. So I have to have that plugged in all the time. So I plug it into my jackery. And then if the power goes out, so if we have a bad storm or winter storm, whatever, and the power goes out, we can at least plug a lamp in. or we could even plug our fridge in. Actually, I think it will run a refrigerator. It'll run a mini fridge. I don't know if it'll handle the compressor on the big fridge, but might be something to look into. But we'll at least have power for lights and keeping our phones charged. And it's solar. So when the sun comes out, you put the solar panel up and it will recharge the battery. Otherwise, I just plug it in to my car while I'm driving around. So it's always got like 100% charge. Dave says, no, I want to live in a van. I have too many animals now, though. Oh, you want to live in a van. Okay. I thought you said you did live in a van. I want to live in a van. Yeah, we do too. At least part-time, like to start. But I think like if something happened and we lost this apartment because we're looking for something bigger and there's just not anything in our budget right now.
I just think something bigger would be way more expensive when our plans are to move up to Maine.
Yeah, we're planning to move up to Maine, so like it's not worth it to get something bigger right now. But like our plan is to move up to Maine and be in something bigger, so we all have our own room.
Yeah.
But if something ever happened where we lost this apartment before we can do what we're planning to do, if we had to live in our vehicles, I think we'd be able to do it. Dave says, sounds like the barracks I used to live in while in the Army. 4 people in one room. Yep. I lived in those barracks there, Dave. Anna says, hi, Dawn. I'm Anna from Connecticut. Just found your channel a few days ago, and I've been loving it. I used to dash, but it's been a couple of years. Going to start back up again. Maybe I'll learn how to do YouTube. Yeah, good luck. Get back into dashing, and if you want to start a channel, I say do it. Even if nobody's watching it, just do it, because eventually there's that one video that will catch on, and then your numbers just start to grow. It's a lot of work, but if you want to start a YouTube channel, I think you should do it. It is a lot of work to maintain, though. Just to forewarn you.
I got a couple like not edited videos on mine. I think I was on a lot of beer at the time.
Yes.
Daddy videos.
Yes. Yeah. Wayne says, mine is a studio apartment, but living in a truck for 12 years, it seems like a mansion. Everything is relative. Yep. You're right. Absolutely. Everything is relative. Living my dream. It felt so good to get rid of everything. I lived here for 23 and a half years, waiting for my 40-year-old daughter to grab all her school stuff. LOL. Wow. 23 and a half years in one place. That's amazing. I have probably lived, I wrote it down on paper once. I was like, since my parents sold the family home when they got divorced, I have lived in probably 45 different locations.
It's really sad. I've lived in that many too, but it's really sad.
It is, but it isn't. Like, I've experienced a lot of things. So, but not if I could do both, have a home base and travel, that would be cool. But it just, life happened, and it just puts you where it puts you for however long it wants to put you there. And for me, that's I was just in that situation where I moved around a lot. Wayne says, mine is a studio apartment, but after living in a truck for 12 years, seems like a mansion. I already read that. Yes. 23 years. Doubt kills more dreams than failures, Dave says. So you'll get your VW bus. Deanna says, recently started watching as my son and his girlfriend are dashing in a college town in Indiana for extra money. Yep, that's good. Now you have a topic of conversation with them. How's dashing going? And you'll know what they're talking about when they talk about their experiences. That's awesome. Wayne says, Maria in Roaming Reckless, who lives in her vehicle, recently had her vehicle broken into while she was in a Starbucks charging her power station. Lost an estimated... Is that $100,000 of stuff? Is that right, Wayne? $100,000? Oh, no. Next message down. 10K. Still, 10K. That's a lot. That is a lot. Wow.
That's really terrible. Like, you can't even leave your own little house. I know it's a fan, but you can't leave it to go into a store without like somebody getting their greedy little paws all over your stuff.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. It's scary. It's scary because you never know. It only takes a second, you know. All right, guys, it is 9:30 already, and I have caught up with all of the messages. So I think I'm going to end it here. Wayne says, you and Carrie and Sherry have a great trip in Maine. Yes, we will have a great trip. Thank you. And everybody's going to say good night. Time for me to take out... Wayne says, time for me to take out the animals. Yes, Wayne. Take out your animals.
I can't wait to take my bra off.
Oh. Thanks, E. Maybe I'll bump into you around town. I know you're local. Bump into you someday. If you ever see me out, because I have no idea what you look like. So if you ever see me out and about, just tap me on the shoulder and be like, hey, it's E. Good night, Jason. I'll say good night to Mom. I can actually hear her.
She is in the kitchen.
I can actually hear her rustling around in the kitchen. Mom, we're just finishing the chat. Do you want to come say hi before I? No.
Mother.
She's not presentable, I don't think. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm already almost up to 3,000 subscribers, so we might be doing this again within the next month or so. So, thank you for sitting with us for the last hour and a half, and y'all have a good night, and I will see you next time. I just need to figure out how to shut it off.
Yeah, so just awkwardly you try to shut it off, and it'll still be off.
All right, here we go. Bye.